direction. So I want to go to Tetsugatku no-michi, which is Sakayoku Ginkaku-ji area. And that street apparently is where this lady has shown it for me, right there. And where we are is right where that little hash mark is, to the right above where it says Nanzenji Temple. So I have to wander up that kind of sinuous road, if I can find it, to find it. And what I'm looking for is a street that travels alongside of a canal. It's supposed to be a pretty little area, and got directions from two different ladies. A little street, pretty little area. This would be a nice place to live. Sure, you can hike in those mountains. This is apparently the area that we're looking for. And this truck up, and they're doing everything they can to make sure they don't do anything to the branches. He climbed up there and put the branch up on top so it wouldn't get broken. Now he's going to push that branch up a little bit higher so that he can ensure none of the branches will get damaged. So now I'll leisurely stroll down this pleasant area. Apparently these cats are used to this. You're probably a abandoned sign for a restaurant or something. I notice there's cats in there too. Cats all over the place here. Somebody must feed them. Those look like grinding stones. That offset hole in the center. But I don't know what these other little indentations are for. These look like real fish. I mean, the kind you catch and eat. That artist really does fine work. I thought to myself, he ought to be in some graphic design studio making some big time money. But who knows who he really is. He may have already sold that building business for who knows how much. It's particularly pretty because not only do you have the canal here, but then this woods. How lovely to live near here, wouldn't it be? Lady's very pretty house and shop. These beautiful flowers. I don't know what's up here, but I'll explore just a little bit. Don't know if this is someone's house or not. Pretty expansive entryway. Very pretty. Very pretty place, so we'll keep walking. Only this time I'll go on the other side. Kind of an interesting intersection because you can almost imagine yourself living in one of these little nearby homes and having this place to walk on or ride your bike on occasionally. Notice the lovely entry to this person's home. This is what we in the neighborhood refer to as the bug guy. An impressive house with grounds substantial off to the right. Some shops. There's a very quiet intimacy along this pathway. So I'm somewhere along that vertical sinuous line of the river going up. It says Path of Philosophy, after one of the writers who lived in this area and was notable. I probably won't go to the Hanan Temple or the Ginkaku Temple, maybe to look at the ladder. But then from there I'll cut across here and get over to the Imperial Shrine, or Imperial Palace route. It's a lovely day for this walk. This lady takes pride in her flowers and display for all who walk by, like Ethel Hayes and Jackson used to do. It's like something designed by an architect for himself. It changes character in various places, which tends to make it interesting. Must be a cafe. I'm going to go on that side, see if I can score some. Boutique tea shops and cafes. Water pipe, and they probably put that thing on there to keep people off, although I can't imagine the person who has the confidence to think they can tiptoe across that when they're standing right next to a bridge. Dentist's office, nicely placed. Pretty busy up here, so hopefully this is Ginkaku and I can hang a left. Here with the herd to look at Ginkaku-ji. It's interesting, it looks like it's the kind of device that would either be dragged like a travois, like that's two handles in front, or it could have a horse with it, but that's a small horse. Cream puff with something on the bottom that was green, and then on top of that was green tea ice cream. That's 400 yen, but it's up in their Ginkaku shrine, which I'm not going to see because I think all those shrines are the same. So the first thing they put on their green is a creamy thing, like in a cream puff, but not as sugary. Nothing's as sugary as anything made in America. And then the ice cream. It's okay. It's an interesting taste. Neither exciting nor bland. I'm guessing the way you eat it is the way I'm doing it. Where you put a mouthful of ice cream in your mouth and then take a bite out of the cream puff, stick the cream puff back in and repeat the process. And the man back at the shrine area at the end of the street had told me to walk down to the second light and there catch a bus. I'd not caught a bus before, so I had to figure